Welcome to solverfy.
Hello, here we have to write the complete ionic and net ionic equations of the reactions shown here. So the first is reaction between sodium hydroxide and lead nitrate. So it results in solid lead hydroxide and sodium nitrate, which is dissolved. So let's add the coefficients. Yeah, now the reaction is balanced, and now we can write down the complete ionic equation. And now we can write down the net ionic equation, which is the reaction between lead 2 plus and OH minus, 2OH minus, which results in the formation of lead hydroxide, which is solid. So the first problem is done. Now let's move on. So here solid calcium carbonate reacts with HCl. It forms calcium chloride plus water plus CO2. Let's balance this reaction. Now it's balanced. Now we can write down the complete ionic equation. And now we can write down the net ionic equation. So let's move on to the next one. Here is, typo. The reaction between ammonium hydroxide and HCl. So ammonium hydroxide is a weak base. But still, yeah, let's write it down as NH4 plus plus OH minus. So nevertheless, the product is ammonium chloride plus water. Yeah, this part is like, yeah, it can be written as this way, or we can just write it down as NH4OH because it's a weak base. So actually, but for now, let's just do it this way. So it forms NH4 plus Cl minus. So in this scenario, it will be a reaction between H plus and OH minus, but probably probably we should write it as NH4OH because it's a weakly dissociating base. So then it would look like the following. So depending whether, yeah, and probably both options are correct, but actually I would prefer this one because NH4OH is a weak base. So that's why this net equation is more correct. So in the next one, we have to write down the reaction between acetic acid and sodium hydroxide, which forms sodium acetate and water. So the complete ionic equation looks like following. And the net ionic equation is just a reaction between H plus and OH minus, forming water. And lastly, yeah, we have a reaction between HCl and the product of this reaction. So first we have to consider the reaction between nickel nitrate and sodium hydroxide. It forms sodium nitrate, which is soluble, and solid nickel hydroxide. And now let's write down the complete ionic equation. No, here I forgot to balance. Yeah. And now we can write down the final net ionic equation for this first step, which is nickel 2 plus 2H minus, forming solid nickel hydroxide. And now this product reacts with HCl, forming nickel chloride, which is soluble plus water. So the reaction is balanced. And now let's write down the complete ionic equation. And the net ionic equation now can be written. So the problem is solved. I hope I helped you. Thank you very much for your attention. Bye.